Well, we're going to have a look at the French newspapers now. Nick Rushworth is with me here on set. Of course, the main story is that UMP leadership race, isn't it, Nick?
Hi, Stuart. Indeed. The race for the top job in the opposition UMP party is over. And there you can see the winner, Jean-François Copé, with a lovely broad grin on his face and a thumbs-up sign. Now, of course, as we've been hearing a lot since Sunday evening, this race for the top job has been a mess. It's been all over the place, hasn't it? We've had long queues are one thing, but then there have been allegations of vote rigging and more counts being voted than there were registered voters. In the end, we do have a result. Copé has won. But the big laugh in the newsroom today with my colleagues has been the headline there on Libération, La Foire du Trône. Now, why of that headline, in fact, refers to a huge amusement park outside Paris on the outskirts, which is called La Foire du Trône. And, of course, that gives you the images of roller coaster rides and all kinds of gunshot stands. And there, of course, it's all about this mess we've had for the succession to Sarkozy's throne.
Yeah, Libération having a little bit of fun with that. No doubt they've leapt on the chance to attack the right-wing party and its organisational skills.
Well, the inside story in Libération is, yes, Copé has scooped up the prize. There you can see Écope de Copé. But there's just a perfect opportunity here to mock the party. The party, after all, its constant battle cries that the socialists cannot govern France. Yet here is the UMP, which cannot even organise a leadership vote of a party that's been in existence now for 10 years. They're actually celebrating their 10th anniversary. Now, more seriously, it's pointing out that this mess, fiasco for the UMP is good news for the far-right National Front and the ruling socialists. Both of those parties are loving what the Libération says is the UMP carnage.
And the far-left paper, L'Humanité, they've got another clever headline, haven't they?
Well, there I can show you that there. It's a pun. L'UMP Coupé en deux, Copé, the name of the new leader, but also a reference to the word coupé in en deux, which would be cut in two. So there, a reference to this idea that, in fact, with this race, 98 votes separating the two candidates. So the UMP cut in two. Now, the L'Humanité, I thought it would be hammering slightly harder this morning because it's a far-left paper, but it makes that same point that was made in Libération, that this is good news for the far-right National Front. The far-right National Front could, seeing this division in the party, leap in and gather some support from disaffected voters on the right.
What about the right-wing paper then, Le Figaro? Presumably they've got a slightly different line?
Well, there's the front page there, Copé à l'arraché, and that means basically Copé by a whisker. Now, the quote there on the front page of Le Figaro this morning, it's actually taking up the words of François Fillon, the former Prime Minister who lost out to Copé. Now, he has said that there is a terrible problem with political and moral rift within the party. The editorial in Le Figaro is saying, looking more broadly at the international community, saying, what must they think? What must countries abroad think about what is going in France when the two main parties, the socialists 4 years ago with Ségolène Royal and Martine Aubry, could not sort things out cleanly in a leadership battle, and now again we have the UMP, which is mired in insults and trading accusations of fraud. Just to look very quickly at a couple more papers, La Croix is leading also on this, as are all the papers. La Croix there, L'épreuve de force, which is a battle of wills. And just to finish, I want to look at Le Parisien, Aujourd'hui en France. It's pointing out there a victory for the party, but at what price? And in the background, you can see Nicolas Sarkozy, the paper, pointing out that he will be the top news on Thursday when he appears in court over the Bettencourt affair. That will be in Bordeaux, so something to look forward to there, Stuart.
OK, no doubt we'll be covering that here on France 24. Nick, thanks very much. Nick Rushworth with the French newspapers today here on France 24.